Hey guys, how you going? Welcome to today's video. So today I finally got my hands on the Recluse submachine gun. This is the pinnacle reward for this season in comp, as I'm sure you all know. And usually I'm not so much of a SMG type of guy. I can't think of the last one I used before this. Probably the Mina Mini tool, when that was like kind of a thing for a little bit. But when I saw some clips of this thing when people got it, day one, I figured I'm going for this one because it looks pretty sick, and I was right. They displayed it quite up to its potential. This thing is nasty. Let me start off by saying, at the beginning of this video, I'm not so nasty, and my snipes throughout this video are not great. That being said, I warm up a little bit towards the end, so give me a break at the start. What's so special about the Recluse, other than showing people that you probably got very pissed off playing comp? Well, it is a 900 RPM Viced SMG, which is, not anything too, spectacular. But the special trait, Master of Arms, which grants improved damage for this weapon short time after any kill with any weapon. So that means with this weapon itself, or perhaps whatever you're running in your kinetic slot, or perhaps whatever you're running in your heavy slot. So that means you can do what I was trying to do here, which was get a nice snipe pick and then turn to your right or your left and someone's right there, and then you just shred them to pieces in no time flat. Or, you could just run in with this thing, get a kill, and kind of work like Rampage. It's a pretty quick kill just by itself, but when you get the Master of Arms going, this thing annihilates whatever is in its way. You would think 900 RPM is a little bit, too much to handle, but the handling and stability on this thing are pretty jacked up there. And then you can combine that with the masterwork, fully masterwork when you get it, with a range stat. This thing's pretty spicy, right as soon as you get it. There's very little learning curve. I mean, take that with a little pinch of salt because, I didn't master it in my first game. I mean, this is the first game you're seeing here. It wasn't exactly the smoothest one out there, but it's still way easier to use than, say, the Luna's Howl, for example. That took quite a bit of time to get used to. This thing, you kind of just how do they say, plug and play. You just kind of, you get it and you're going, no need to worry. You guys ever see a Recluse spider, the brown Recluse? Man, those things are, don't Google image any bites of those if you're not into weird body damage. Anyway, how would I compare the Recluse to the other competitive pinnacle rewards, meaning Luna's Howl or the Mountaintop? First of all, I'm sorry to the few of you who this is going to offend, but let's take the Mountaintop right out of this situation. I almost didn't even want to try to get the Mountaintop because I think grenade launchers are... Moving on. Luna's Howl. I don't know at this point if I could say one is better than the other. Not Forgotten, I don't have it. I can just kind of assume based on seeing other people use it. It's kind of in a different category. The Recluse, I think, very limited data here so far. I think it has a little bit of a shorter range than the Luna's Howl. So that's one thing to consider. Luna's Howl, though, I don't know if this is probably just personal preference, but I just like the feeling of using a hand cannon better than a submachine gun. It's just a little, I feel like I have more control. It's more of a precise movement rather than just holding down the trigger and just kind of letting it go. It's kind of a more satisfying when you get that 1, 2, 3 and then the kill rather than, just kind of spraying down. But, that's kind of, I think, a matter of preference. As far as, like I was saying earlier, ease of access and, getting into the gun, the Recluse, I think, is basically no time at all and you're good to go. Whereas, as I was saying earlier, the Luna's Howl takes a little bit of time to get used to. The Mountaintop, well, that's a whole different play style in general of using a grenade launcher is in your kinetic slot. But I would say the Recluse, I haven't used it in PvE yet. I can imagine it's probably pretty good. When you're in quick play and you have a lot of people around you all the time, it's a very nice thing to have. You know, 40 rounds in the magazine if you have backup mag mod. That provides you a lot of potential to get quite a few kills in a short amount of time. I would say definitely go for this one. It is a little bit faster going in terms of getting glory points this season. I think I might make a video coming up about how, or not how, but just kind of some of the things I've noticed solo queue versus party queue and comp. It was probably about a 75-25 split on mostly solo queue this season. So I might just do a video about, you know, some of the quote-unquote tips or just things that I've noticed this season. Maybe if you need some motivation or help, you can watch that video. But I'll try to get that out within the next couple of days or so, after maybe I get some more time on here, get some different video footage to put behind that rant. So thanks for watching. As always, if you have this gun, what do you think of it? Let me know in the comments. And thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time.